doing? I'm doing okay. Listen, Lamar can't let go of Chloe. The big shakeup on Dancing with the Stars, we'll talk about that. And Christina Aguilera is having a baby. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Not bad for a Monday, huh? Listen, there is a major shakeup on Dancing with the Stars, and I was thinking about you yesterday. You know, I was sitting in the parking lot waiting for my son for tutor, like 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was front page worthy here in New York on that Brooke Burke has been fired. Dancing with the Stars, you continue to get it wrong. It's not about the people who are hosting, it's about the people who are judging. Get rid of every last one of the judges. That's what I'm telling you. That's okay, you'll learn. So here's what Brooke says. She says, I've enjoyed 7 seasons co-hosting Dancing with the Stars, but understand the need for change considering the position of the show at this juncture. Shade. She also goes on to say, I've seen my fair share of shocking eliminations in the ballroom, and this one takes the cake. Well, you know what, I agree. There was nothing wrong with Brooke Burke being there. I mean, you know, she was perfect for hosting. A beautiful girl. She won her season of Dancing with the Stars when she was on. You forgot that, didn't you? Yeah. I know, I had to be reminded of that too, like what qualifies her to be on the show, but she won her season. Tom Bergeron is perfectly lovely, but it's those 3 judges. The judges have to go. Stop blaming it on the orchestra. Stop blaming it on Brooke Burke. What's she gonna do now? Well, she's got those Skechers commercials. And she's likable enough. This is not the change that I was hoping for. And they already replaced her with guess who? Do you know that sports reporter from Fox Sports, Erin Andrews? Listen, perfectly nice girl, I guess. I just don't know her personality. And if it's going to be wooden and pageant-like, which, Brooke, that's my only criticism, is that your personality, you know, maybe they wanted somebody a little bit more spicy. But I don't know about Erin Andrews. What do you think? She was on season 10 of Dancing with the Stars. Her partner was, I think, Max, right? Max. Here's my suggestion, Dancing with the Stars. Fire Erin and hire Chrissy Teigen. Why not? What I like about Chrissy is that she's got a big personality. At this particular point, it's not even about dancing. It's about trying to get people to watch your show the way they used to, Dancing with the Stars. Because at this point, no matter who you replace, it's like rearranging the chairs on the Titanic. It's going down no matter what. Unless you replace the judges. And Erin Andrews, that's all I'm saying. Good luck, we'll be watching. Sorry, Brooke. Christina Aguilera's future mother-in-law might have accidentally leaked that she's pregnant. Okay, well, this is how it happened. First of all, the mother-in-law, Kathleen, lives in New Jersey. So In Touch magazine called Mrs. Rutler, that's Kathleen Rutler, and asked her if she and Matt are planning to move to New Jersey as well. And so here she goes. She said, when you're having a baby, you're not planning on moving. So that was it. How did they get her telephone number? She needs a telephone number change and also a swift talking to by Christina and Matt, the fiance / baby's mother. Because I'm sure, you know, because Matt's not famous, you know, he was a production assistant or something like this. So all this celebrity being the future mother-in-law of Christina Aguilera, she's having celebrity thrust upon her. And that's a huge responsibility, even in Jersey. When Christina goes on tour and Matt goes with her, where do you think the baby's going to stay? Probably in Jersey with Mrs. R. So she has to learn how to drive defensively, not pick up the phone, and learn how to say no comment. Congratulations, Christina. This will be her second child. You know, she has one with her ex-husband, a little boy, so good for her. She just lost all that weight. I wonder if she's nervous about piling it back on. You know what I'm saying? The second time around, though, a lot of moms do better, you know? Like, I gained 103 pounds because I was on bed rest, and I just thought I could just go and eat everything. Now, if I had a baby, say, today, I would keep it within 50 pounds of weight gain. You know what I mean? All right, so let's move on to Lamar. It's sad, you all. Lamar seems to be holding out hope that he and Chloe are gonna get back together. It's not gonna happen, Lamar. He says, you know why it's not gonna happen? Because you've shamed her. You have shamed her. You know, I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but you've been busted and you've shamed her, and we don't want you back. Just go someplace. Here's the deal. Lamar says that he still loves Chloe and that she'll always be his wife no matter what. Sounds like the making of a Lifetime movie, doesn't it? Starring crazy Lamar. He's holding out hope, though, that the divorce won't go through. It needs to go through. Now, you go over to Spain and you play your basketball for 2 months. You concentrate on sobriety and move on with your life. Chloe is only 29 years old. Besides, how do you take a woman back who, well, it's not confirmed that she and the Game are smushing, but, you know, the rapper The Game. But if they are, this is a guy that Lamar and he got along like brothers. You know what I mean? So she kind of violated the code right there. I mean, of all the men to get with, why his best? Oh, I get it. Because nothing hurts a man more than seeing his woman with one of his friends. Okay. Lamar, don't lose it in front of us. Just sign the divorce papers. As a matter of fact, Chloe, don't even ask him for money. Just everybody keep it pushing. You know, you got your money. Anyway, have you heard about this thing with Perez Hilton and Ariana Grande? I know. Well, look, that's what I'm here for. Apparently, there's some nastiness going on. Now, we only know Ariana for being a nice girl, right? Who wears the same hairstyle, but she already explained why, which makes her, to me, just darling. She's supposed to be the next Mariah Carey, you know, vocally speaking, and she's only 20 years old. And here's what Perez said. Ariana Grande, are you okay? I heard someone saw you doing cocaine at a party this weekend. Stay away from drugs, Ariana. Perez, I don't know what would possess you to put something like that out there. That is like a gigantic lawsuit waiting to happen. And to make matters worse, he didn't just put it out there in the blogosphere, he also tweeted her mother about her alleged drug use, and also her brother, and also Nickelodeon. Is she still on Nickelodeon? She's still actively on Wow. Well, Ariana denies it. Ariana says that, you know, she doesn't even take so much as an aspirin when she has a headache. She also reportedly is planning on suing Perez for defamation. Wow. Isn't that horrible? Gee, Perez. So, Ludacris is having drama with the mother of his new child. Well, because he has one already who's like 12 years old. But this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Ludacris' best friend from back in high school, back in Atlanta. And he and the girl who is his girlfriend, they're on again, off again, that one who was a doctor or medical school or something. What's her name? Adoxy. Anyway, look at Adoxy, gorgeous, right? That's how I like my doctors to look. You know what I mean? You like your doctor to look well put together. Anyway, he and Adoxy were allegedly on a break, and that's when he got with his high school friend. Now, according to TMZ, he's reportedly asking for full custody of the child. Now, look, allegedly, the best friend was asking for like $15,000 in child support. Ludacris is saying that he doesn't have it. You know, $15,000 a month in child support. Ludacris is saying he doesn't have it. So instead of coming to some terms, he wants full custody of this child. Most men don't want full custody, you know what I mean? I mean, because kids are a big responsibility and a pain in the behind. So I could only imagine a man who asks for full custody, it's not really about the kid, it's about hurting the mother. You know what I mean? And I looked up Tamika, and I can't find where, you know, she's a bad woman or, you know, some sort of woman who doesn't deserve custody, especially, the baby was just born in, like, December. The baby is brand new. Most men don't even know what to do. They hand them over to, like, I get it. So he's back with a doxy, and I guess she's going to be the one helping him raise the child. I don't know. I wish that they didn't have to go through the legal system for this, though. See, that's what happens when you sleep with your good friend from high school, you know? I mean, if they just kept it out of the bedroom and just kept it friends, then none of this would have ever happened. Sex complicates everything. And not for nothing, when he met, you know how I adore doctors, especially really pretty doctors. If he allegedly met her when she was in medical school, do you know how difficult it is to finish 4 years of college, then get accepted to medical school? A doc said, you need to go back to school. Just because. Yeah. And make him pay for it. Yeah. With a degree, you can do anything. Alec Baldwin is leaving New York. Yay, I know. We're done with him. In the past year, Alec has had numerous altercations with the paparazzi, as we all know. I've been telling him all along through the TV he needs to move to Jersey or you know, move anywhere except for wherever he lives because they stake out his place and you know, then he gets into situations. Gee. Anyway, he wants to get out of the public eye and he wants to live a normal life and he's thinking that LA might be the perfect place to do it. Look, I don't understand his rationale either, but he says that in LA, you know, you live behind a gate and the paparazzi don't bother you and you have very little contact with normal people. In other words, he doesn't like us. He wants to get away from us. Well, why don't you move to Long Island where you're from? I mean, honestly, Alec, if you didn't live in the heart of the city, I have a perfect place. Why don't you move to Woodbridge, New Jersey? What I love about Woodbridge is that it's normally not a destination place unless you're going to the Woodbridge Mall. It's far enough from New York, right between Philly. You know, it's easy to get off the turnpike and go to Woodbridge. And there's no paparazzi there. So why don't you move to Woodbridge? That's all. You want to see a good-looking family? Take a look at Julianne Moore and her family. Look at them. It's a good-looking family, right? The little girl who's her actual twin is 12, and the boy is 16, and dad is hot, and she's a looker as well. It's a good-looking family. Anyway, Julianne, you know, is an actress, and she admits that she stalks her 12-year-old and 16-year-old on social media. Who doesn't? Don't you stalk your kids on social media? As long as I have this fingerprint, I'm all in his phone. I have too many things going on in my head to remember, you know, that zigzag, you know, or 4 digits to get in. So I just got the thumbprint and I'm in. He doesn't know that, so don't tell him. He says that she and her husband, or she says that she and her husband lurk on their kids' Facebook and Instagram. And she says that you don't get privacy when you're only 16. It's all going right. You don't get privacy until you can pay your own phone bill and move out. A lot of parents, especially the new age parents where everybody wants to be their kids' friends, a lot of you all I know don't believe in that. You don't run your kids' room. Well, when you're sneaking around in your kid's room, just make sure that you do everything, including if they have a rug, lift up the corner of the rug and see what's hiding there. You know what I mean? Unfurl the socks in the sock drawer, because that's a great place to hide stuff. When your kids go to school, you don't take a moment to search? Clap if you do. Clap if you have children but wouldn't dare violate their privacy. Really, girl? All right, let's move along and talk about Teresa and Joe. Well, they're still awaiting their trial for tax fraud. Teresa already has a plan. If by chance Joe is the one who gets convicted and then deported and everything, she has an end to her financial troubles and she thinks she's gonna get it by writing a book. Wow! You are my people. See, Teresa, here's the problem. From my perspective, I've never seen you tell the truth about anything. She lives in delusion world, doesn't she? Like sweet woman, but you live in delusion world. So why would we, first of all, the book world is not the key to your financial situation. You know, you get writing a book is like a side job. You all aren't reading anymore, so it's made the book world more like a hobby for a lot of people, unless you happen to be like a Bill Clinton and you get this $8 million thing. Like, people don't care enough about you, Teresa, for you to write a book. Can you write? Just asking. I'm playing, Teresa. I have a suggestion for you. It's not the book, it's the reality show. It could be all about you and your 4 girls trying to keep it together while Joe's in the slammer. If by chance you decide to divorce Joe in the name of love, because if he gets deported and goes over to Italy, God only knows if he'll ever be able to come back here, then it could be Teresa raises her 4 girls and dates and you know, cooks some food and stuff. And it could be a totally separate show than The Housewives. I gotta tell you something, I'd watch that show. Teresa on her own? I wouldn't want to see it all unfold on The Housewives, because I think that sacrificing your husband to go to jail is scandal-worthy enough for you to have your own. Clap if you would watch Teresa Goes It Alone on Bravo. Clap if you'd read the Teresa book. See? Girl, don't nobody care. Rosie O'Donnell, everybody, admits that, listen, I have to tell you something. She admits that getting her weight loss procedure saved her life. You didn't even know she got something, did you? She does have a big head, though. Remember on Howard Stern? Rosie, you know you have a big head. Remember when Howard Stern filled it with jelly beans and then we listeners had to guess how many jelly beans were in your head? That was Howard, like 1990s. Anyway, she said that she had vertical gastric sleeve surgery. I don't know what that is. All I know is that apparently it's working. She dropped the lbs after a near fatal heart attack. Rosie, I have to tell you something. Because of you reminding me what aspirin does, I actually went out and bought some Bayer, you know, this weekend, because that's the one. You know, she was feeling a ways and she popped one of those, 2 of those Bayers and made it to the hospital, and the rest is history. But have you ever heard that before about aspirin? Yeah. I'm happy for you, Rosie. Good for you. And you know, as you get older, it is really important to get your weight under control. I always feel as though weight is a link to, well, some forms of your happiness. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not gonna make or break your day, but certainly it's easier to walk around a little bit lighter. I think The View should bring her back. I would like to see Rosie on The View. Now, well, I mean, they have to do something. Barbara Walters is leaving. You know, Whoopi has said before that, you know, she's just there for the paycheck, so Whoopi doesn't care about sitting in the Barbara position. Too many responsibilities. So I was thinking, because did you see her on The View when she visited the other day? I missed it, but people said that it was really nice to see her there. And you know, when she was on The View, it was Hasselbeck who she didn't get along with. Only Hasselbeck is now at Fox and Friends, so the building is clear. And I haven't heard anything about who the 4th person on The View is going to be. And Barbara Walters is leaving in May? Clap if you think Rosie would be good. Clap if you think Star Jones would be better. I know. Well, The View, we're watching, but you gotta shake things up and keep the ball rolling, yep.